Greetings, YouTube. Today we are going to look at this, the PBJife. It's this thing right here. There we go. That's the Jife. Okay, so what does the Jife say? The ultimate PB knife and spreader. Clean the jar. Broad, especially designed curves get big scoops and every last ounce. Cut and stir. Extra strong blade cuts thick oils and spreads. No messy hands. Long and strong for any spread. And it does make the claim, change your life. I don't know if it's going to be a life-changing situation, but it is in fact a useful tool. So why do I own this? Well, interesting. When I bought this, I didn't realize how big it was. You see, when I use a spread at home, I don't use traditional peanut butter. I eat sun butter, specifically the Natural Crunch sunflower butter, because I can't have peanut butter any longer. When I made a rather significant dietary change because of my diabetes, I developed an allergy to peanuts. I can't digest them. It doesn't hurt me. I'm not in danger. I just can't digest the things. It's not all that pleasant. And they're not nuts. I can eat nut butters without a problem, but I discovered I didn't really like the nut butters. They didn't hit that spot that peanut butter did, because peanut butter isn't a nut. It's a legume. But sun butter, made from sunflower seeds, is the closest thing I've encountered which actually tastes and feels and gives me the peanut butter vibe. So that's what I use. But when you're trying to clean this kind of container, or this kind of container, which is, what is it? French's roasted garlic stone ground mustard. It's very difficult to get in the inside, which is where this comes into play, because you can do that. And now you can get right in to that curve, and you can do the same thing with this. Now, I didn't realize it was this large. I saw the shape. That's what I wanted, because this is what I buy. I forgot that lots of people, if they have large families, get the large peanut butter containers, which is why it's this size. But my wife has discovered that this is very good for stirring up the oils in this container, because she eats this stuff too. She has this for breakfast, and she tends to take a nut butter with her to work as a snack. So this is very useful because it's got a nice thick blade. It's got a nice. It's got a lot of rigidity. It has a little bit of flex, but not much. It's nice. It's nice and stiff. It only has a half tang. I checked with the magnet. It only comes halfway down. It has a interestingly, it's an asymmetric, because this comes in here and curves here. So it actually it's not symmetrical, and I don't know if that was intentional or it's just a molding problem, but it does help. I think it actually would have been superior to have this be more oblong than round, because it is very, very round. I think it would have been better off to have it be flatter, so that you have more alignment for it. I don't. This is good. It's comfortable, particularly seeing as my thumbs don't work, which is why I wear this thing. So it is comfortable in that regard, and if you have a gripping issue, this will make that easier. And if you have to grab something to stir, that is good. But as far as the actual alignment when it comes to spreading, I would have preferred something that was a little flatter, but that's just me. It works really well on those inside curves. In fact, this particular jar of mustard was emptied last night before I went to work. I made a sandwich before I left for work. And that got in there, and I was able to get every single thing, as well as did the bottoms down here, where you often have that raised section. So getting into that bottom section down there can be a bit of a pain. And because it's nice and broad and it's nice and stiff, you can easily scrape the inside as well. So I am really happy with my PBJife purchase. I think it was $13 on Amazon. I don't know. You might find a decent kitchen store in your area that carries them as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you consume a lot of peanut butter, or you use jars like this, like I have here for mustards, this may be something that you want to purchase. It's comfortable if you have a gripping problem. The size of the handle is quite nice to hold. Again, I would prefer something that was a little bit less round, but it is a handful, and that is good if you have a gripping issue. Like I said, especially if you have an injury to your thumbs or fingers, or you're an older person who has a difficult time gripping something, having something that's larger can make things easier on you. because it's harder to grab something that's narrower. This takes less effort. So yeah, really happy with my PBJife. So if you eat a lot of PBJ and you eat a lot of mustard and you don't want to waste any of it, I would suggest you go get one of these as soon as you can.